I never thought a few careless words could destroy a relationship, but here I am, realizing how wrong I was. My name is Clara, I'm 32 and I've been married to Alex for 6 years. 6 years of laughter, arguments, late-night conversations and shared dreams, all of it seemingly solid. Or at least I thought it was solid. Alex was the quiet one, the patient one, the kind of man who never raised his voice, who never made a scene even when I pushed him. I always thought that meant he'd forgive me for anything, that our bond was unshakable. I was wrong and I didn't even see it coming. It all started one Friday night at our friend Sam's rooftop party. A casual evening with drinks, music and a few familiar faces. I loved parties. Alex tolerated them because he knew they made me happy. I should have known something was off the moment we arrived. The way Alex held himself slightly apart from the crowd, smiling politely but distant, as if already observing the night from the outside. The night went on, and I found myself chatting with Sam's new girlfriend, laughing at jokes and sipping my wine. Then, as if on cue, the conversation turned toward relationships and compatibility. Someone asked the usual silly question, "Do you ever worry about your partner in a fight?" I laughed, not thinking, and said the first thing that came to mind. "Alex? He's not a bad guy, just not someone I'd show off in front of people." The room erupted in laughter and I joined in, assuming it was harmless. I didn't notice Alex approaching quietly from the corner. He heard every word. I saw his face shift for a second, a flicker of something I couldn't place, but I shrugged it off. He smiled faintly and excused himself for a drink, but the moment felt heavier than I could comprehend. The rest of the evening I kept joking in the same vein. "Look at him," I nudged Sam's girlfriend. "He struggles with the simplest things sometimes. I mean, what's he going to do if someone actually challenges him?" I laughed, thinking I was being playful. Alex smiled again, but it wasn't real, it was polite, mechanical. When the party ended, instead of waiting for me as he usually did, Alex grabbed his jacket silently and walked out. No goodbye hug, no casual chatter, just the quiet thud of the front door closing behind him. I scoffed, thinking he was just overreacting, that he'd cool down once we were home. But I was wrong again. The car ride was suffocating. I tried small talk, asking about his day, commenting on the music, anything to break the tension. He responded in short, clipped sentences, his hands gripping the steering wheel a little too tightly. Finally, I sighed and said, "Alex, are you seriously upset about that joke?" "It was just a joke." His eyes met mine, calm, steady but cold. "It's not just the joke, Clara," he said, his voice too even to be ignored. "It's the way you talk about me like I'm someone to be laughed at. You don't respect me. And I can't pretend anymore." I laughed awkwardly, brushing it off. "Come on, Alex. We tease each other all the time. I love you, you know that." "No," he said, shaking his head slowly. "This isn't teasing. It's how you treat me. And tonight was the last straw." I froze, unsure if he was serious, waiting for the punchline that never came. "You're leaving?" I whispered, my voice a mixture of disbelief and panic. He nodded once. "Yes." I tried to reason, tried to explain that words were just words, that the night, the joke, none of it mattered. But he didn't argue, didn't raise his voice. He just stood up, grabbed his coat and keys and walked to the door. "Cool," I said, the words catching in my throat before I even thought. And that was it. He walked out, leaving me alone in the apartment, stunned, and for the first time in our 6 years together, I felt the cold absence of him like a weight pressing down on my chest.